One thing when it comes to outbound travel, I do advise people start with exploring our domestic destination, and even do more of a regional tour. Explore Uganda. We have Arusha tours. We have just Namanga one-stop border. This really builds somebody's travel history because you want to go out and explain to people outside Africa that you are a tourist, but yet you've not explored within your vicinity Africa. You need to start from Africa and then come out, and now you're able to be given the confidence of a visa.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.
So, hi sir.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to this week's episode of Business Solutions. Maybe you can just introduce yourself.
Thank you so much.
What you're doing Vista Voyage and the inspiration behind its opening.
Thank you so much. My name is Ouma Ochieng. I'm the Chief Executive Officer at Vista Voyage Travel Group, and I'm a tourism enthusiast, loving more of new developments in the travel and tourism industry. Very passionate about the innovation and the tech side of travel.
Okay, so maybe just describe to us what's... Okay, so just give us a brief description about Vista Voyage and what it offers to the market.
So Vista Voyage Travel Group is more of a travel management company. With this, I mean we are more of a one-stop shop for all travel solutions, regardless of who you are, whether you're a corporate client or you're an individual client. So corporate, I mean that is we do corporate travel management from ground, handling transfers. We do ticketing, hotel booking across the world, and also now we do more of leisure management. That is now on our tour side. Yeah. Okay.
So on specifically the corporate, the whole management thing in the consultancy, maybe just give us a brief description of what you do, especially on travel consultants.
So on the corporate travel management, that is why we talk about travel consultancy. When you're walking into any travel agency, what you want to do is maybe get to a destination. So on that side, we do more of travel advisory in terms of what you really need to have when it comes to traveling to whatever destination you want to go to, in terms of the documentation that you need, in terms of giving you advice on the flight options that is available for that destination, and also the recommended hotels in that destination, because we want also to ensure that you have a very relaxing stay at a place, at a good place. That's all I mean. And so our corporate travel management is targeting more of corporates. This can be NGOs, this can be government bodies, this can be private people in the private sector that are more of traveling many times. And with this, you also get to enjoy a lot of benefit when it comes to travel incentive, discounted fares, corporate discount in terms of groups, travel. Yeah, and also we do more of school travel management to international conferences, competitions, festivals, name it.
Okay, what you mentioned about now offering the consultant services, I understand that you also offer the personalized itineraries for the corporate.
Yes.
Maybe you can just give us a...
Yeah, so we do more of personalized travel itineraries for the corporate, and we make them personalized to fit what somebody would prefer to have. We are not really into limiting what somebody wants, but we are into giving somebody even extra kind of experience of a place. So we'll walk you through, we'll come and do you more of a clinic, travel clinic, and get to understand what you really want to have in terms of experience. Yeah. And also with this, we tend to know there are first-time travelers and they are frequent flyers. So these people are different, and we have to attend to them in a very special and unique way.
And I know we are getting into the December area. When September comes, we also see Christmas. This means businesses are closing down for the festivities. Then clients corporates come to you and they say they want to take their colleagues or the employees to a destination. Maybe I know this is a time peak season for you. What are you looking up to for this coming season?
So actually December is a good season, and it's good in a way. We encourage actually corporates to get to reward their employees, their staff, those that have been excelling in terms of whatever kind of setup they are, this is the time. And the right time actually to do bookings is between September and October window, that is for December, to avoid more of a last minute, because right now we are able to come and negotiate deals. You know, at the end of the day, when the demand becomes too high, now even the price is affected. So you don't want to be a victim of a last minute price inflation. This is the time that people now are encouraged to do more of bookings for December, as we have a lot of actually deals that we are running, flash sales. We are having deals with the Pride in Hotels in terms of early bird. We are having very competitive, affordable airfares right now, as opposed to booking on the last minute.
And before we even come to bookings, I want us to finish on the events. And now our cooperative will be taking their employees maybe to some destinations. There are also some final events, maybe to wrap up on some reports and all that. You come up with, you tell clients that you come up with a conference. Maybe we could just talk about that, how you facilitate all that, maybe for the whole time, and how Vista Voyage comes in that side. Yeah,
so that dwells in our conference package, and our conference package is also personalized to fit the type of group. We need to understand which kind of setup this is. And from there, we are able to craft something that is so unique to fit them. And that cuts across not only sleeping in the hotel, and we are also so concerned. We want people to visit and explore the destination they are based in. We don't just want people to come and sit in the hotels and do the activities and do. We want them to also go outside and visit the parks, the reserves around, the beaches around, and do the kind of activities in terms of city tours and stuff around.
I know the funny one is when a listener listens to us and they want to say, oh, this is a travel agency, how about if I want to travel? I'm talking about the personalized or luxurious safari experiences for families and groups. How does that come about, and how do you facilitate that?
To me, I would say a travel agent is your problem consolidator. I know a lot of people do not know this, but one good thing that people enjoy when using a travel agent is just I carry the burden for you. I carry all that pressure for you, because I'm the one who is going to manage your check-in process. I'm the one who is going to manage all your contact relationship to do with the airline. Yours is just to come and relax, be it changes in terms of itineraries, in terms of the flights. I am the one to come and manage all sorts of inconvenience. So traveling with a travel agent, or using a travel agent during your travel, is the most convenient thing to ever do, because in this case you're so certain about your trip that you've really saved for it, you've really anticipated to have without any inconveniences. And why I say this, travel is something you can do personally, but you're not so certain about, have I done the correct thing? I know when it comes to booking, most of flights internationally right now, people want to go to maybe Dubai, you want to go to Malaysia, Singapore. There are all this type of online booking platforms, and we as a company, we've witnessed a lot of people being inconvenienced on the very last point, where you're coming and realizing you've booked a wrong itinerary, you've booked a wrong route, you even booked a route that you require a visa, but you're not aware. That is now our work as a travel agent, to guide you through, to walk you through what really works for you and what is really perfect and also affordable. It saves you a lot than the last minute inconvenience when it comes to the day of travel, and then you're being told no, that you can't travel.
You've talked of very key points, the visa, that we'll talk about on some requirements. I wish you to talk about some basic requirements that you normally asked by an individual who wants to have you as your travel agent.
We as a travel agent, we are more dealing with two destinations. We are focusing, it's not really destination, but our focus is more on domestic, handling the domestic market, that is Kenya and also East African community, and also we are focusing on international, outbound, and also inbound tourists that are coming. So it depends with that. We call it, what is the traveler type? Is this Kenyan? If you are a Kenyan and you're traveling with us, all we need is just your identification document. That is a mandatory requirement that you need to have to verify that this is a genuine person, because there are also things to do with security concerns when people are traveling, and we have to take that to note. Also, we need to know the age, so that by the time we are crafting all our itinerary or packages, it really suits the type of traveler. And if you're somebody that maybe is a resident and you're based in Kenya, right now we are running a campaign. We know we have students, interns in our country. These are residents, and they may be so confused on what to do into exploring our destinations. All they need is just that student identification card or the alien card or resident permit, and you're able to explore anywhere in the country and even enjoy a resident rate.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those who are going outbound, there's a thorny issue visa.
Yes.
Visa thing that they need to get.
One thing when it comes to outbound travel, I do advise people to start with exploring our domestic destinations, and even do more of a regional tour. Explore Uganda. We have packages that go even Nyege Nyege Festival in Uganda. We have Arusha tours. We have just Namanga one-stop border. This really builds somebody's travel history, because you want to go out and explain to people outside Africa that you are a tourist, but yet you've not explored within your vicinity Africa. You need to start from Africa and then come out, and now you're able to be given the confidence of a visa.
Because I'm thinking of somebody who wants to go to the US, maybe on a corporate, and they have to access their visa. You know, getting one of the US visas is one of the hardest things. So how do you as travel Vista Voyage come in?
On our side, we have established a relationship with the embassies to ensure it's not really like we are given a priority, but as a travel consultancy, we are aware of what is required of them, and our work is basically to take care of those requirements, to take you through what you need to have, to take you through on the do's and the don'ts when you're doing a visa application. And it's just easy as people will say 1, 2, 3 for us on our side when it comes to corporate travel. I know individual travel, somebody just a random person traveling, or maybe somebody who's self-employed, or somebody who is traveling on a personal reason issue, that is where the issues. But even medical, we don't have issues to do with the visa.
There's the issue of, before we get to booking, I know that's a very critical thing. We can talk about booking first of all, how you process all this, because now you can offer these things, but now how does the booking come in? I see that you have a very seamless website where you can just access, make appointment.
Actually, now that we are getting into the travel tech part, there are systems we use. We call them the GDS system or Global Distribution System. These are the likes of Amadeus, the likes of Travelport, and the Saba. So these are able to distribute all they're more of an airline consolidator, and from them you're able to get in touch with all the airline fares. So actually, buying a ticket from us or buying it from the airline is one and the same thing, because it is one and the same fare. We have a direct access. We call it, we have ticketing authority as an IATA certified agent to issue tickets for a particular airline. So with it, it is seamless, where you'll come, choose a destination you want to travel, and we will ticket immediately when you're in the office, because we have that issuing authority.
And for the local, maybe
we also partnered with the local carriers through their various systems. We have Aero CRS systems. We have their own designed internal systems. We have them with us, and it's so easy. So there is nothing when it comes to ticketing and booking that takes time. It's just something that takes 5 minutes, if much, to be done, following the protocols of a booking.
That is so seamless.
And also something that we are actually working on right now, because of the travel industry growth and innovation. Things are changing, and we are more in a tech world. And from a recent research we carried out, we have Gen Zs that are traveling, but Gen Zs, that Gen Zs are really traveling, but they are not into the travel protocols, the traditional travel protocols. They want things that they are able to manage for themselves. So on our website, we are bringing now that window or API connections from our system to our website, where somebody just from a click, you'll be able to book your flight, you'll be able to book your, already we have all our packages available on site. You are able to book and complete through a payment from our site.
Before we talk about what it takes to go to Diani or even the Mara and all that, I want us to talk about the travel insurance part for your client who is going to travel maybe for a month or so, and the issue of reimbursement. Does that happen?
Reimbursement when it comes to travel insurance?
Yes.
Travel insurance, as you know, now that is a third-party relationship we have with the various insurance companies, and it's something we really advise most travelers, whether it's a local traveler or international, to just to cover on the unforeseen circumstances, because sadly of late we've seen increase in accidents affecting the tourist service vehicles, even with the tourists in them, and we're just trying to see how is this person able to be covered. Is this person covered when it comes to such unforeseen circumstances? But now when it comes to even the local insurance with us, it is just a $10. That on a higher side should be 1,500 on a person. So even if you are in Mara, a case example, and when it rains it pours and the all roads are blocked, we are able to have an evacuation, and that one we've partnered with AMREF, and also through our association, that is from the governing body, that is Kenya Tourism Federation. There is a council that deals with emergencies, safety and security, and we are able to evacuate, and we saw this happening in the months of April, May. So that is how important a travel insurance is. And to your question about reimbursement, you know, it's to cover for the unforeseen. So if it doesn't happen, you know, there's nothing actually to come and claim.
True.
Yeah.
I want us to talk about the December festivities. What are you guys planning? Like, what is coming up? I know there's a lot of people have been traveling to Diani. It's going to be winter in the Arctic and Antarctic in the US. People will be flying in. What are you guys promising to offer?
As our view in the travel industry, we more of every travel is unique because every traveler is different. And this being different, they have different personalities, they have different expectations. So we introduced the travel clinic just to come and see what people love. And this is available on site right now. You are able to just send us what you want. And we're actually focusing even to introduce a new product on blind tours, where even you are able to take your wife, your husband, your loved one, you're able to take them out to a destination that even themselves they don't know. This has been happening, but we want to do it in a very unique and different way. When it comes to December festivities, actually we have a lot, and that cuts across our Vista Voyage Safari Collection, where we are much focusing on experiential travel. When every person is rushing to the coast in December, it's flooded. Why would you also rush to the same coast? That is our question. There are other unique destinations, such as Takawiri Island. There is the North Hall, Turkana. There is Marsabit, Samburu, that has a lot yet to be exploited. So those are the places we are really advocating for people to come and travel to, because it's so relaxing, stress-free, and you're able to enjoy your festivity even with family without any interruption in terms of high numbers. When other destinations are costly in terms of airfares, in terms of even SGRs are fully booked, there are others that are available during that season. Even right now we are witnessing the Great Wildebeest Migration happening right now in the Masai Mara, and there are lots of people that have come to witness that from all over the world. And you know, it's a relationship that is between Kenya and Tanzania. Animals don't have boundaries. The same wildebeest coming in through the Mara River and crossing over. It's a very spectacular thing, but we have people that chooses not to go to that occurrence now, but instead they would go in October.
And I know
because October is a low season, and you're able to enjoy a very good rate.
And you identify as a premier travel destination.
Yes.
But I understand, while it is premier to your side, it can be challenging to the common mwananchi because of the tough economic times and all that. I understand you have a payment options where people can come in and do dogo mdogo and all that. Does that also apply to you?
Yeah, you know, by the time you're dealing with travel, you need to understand that not everyone is able to afford travel. Even personally, I have to plan. So when it comes to planning, we came and thought about having an easy pay kind of an account. So this enables us, and we are trying to come and partner even with people's banks, and we've presented all these ideas to the known banks we have in the country to have even their customers, when they subscribe. Right now, our easy pay do not allow you to travel and come and pay later, but we are looking for a way people are able to travel just as a corporate traveler and pay later. This is only possible with a strong bank relationship,
Like it
because you
happens
also
like a loan, where you can pick a loan.
not really a loan.
Okay.
You have a travel budget. You're not able to fund it fully, but you have your bank. Your bank, you will pay like 60. Your bank will come and finance, and then now you sort it out with your bank. So it's something really we are working on to accommodate every person.
I think that's a brilliant idea. I want us to talk about your CSR activities. You're quite big on the environment and the preservation of the environment, but you have 3 pillars where you connect community, you impact the hub, and
Ecoscenic vistas.
Ecoscenic vistas. Maybe we'll just talk about them and give a brief activities that you've been doing with the 3.
I'm very optimistic about tourism, and I think this is really what drives us to our CSR activities. Because when you're talking about the pillars, you may be wondering, why did we focus on the 3? Yeah. We focused on the 3 because you're so concerned about sustainable tourism practices. That is one. We are visiting the parks, reserves. Some are even doing off-track driving. And at the end of the day, most of our attractions in our country are in the ASL communities, arid, semi-arid areas. What do we do to ensure that we are able to sustain, have the same ecosystem in the next forthcoming generation? That is only possible through the tree planting, and that is where now ecoscenic vistas comes in. And ecoscenic vistas, now we come and look at it in a very different way and understand, is it really worth it to do things the same way it's been done, and it's never bore any fruit, because it doesn't come out. But the only way possible, we've come to partner with companies like Seed Balls Kenya, and we're also doing through our association, that is Tour Operator Society of Kenya, and we also have Ecotourism Kenya. We are working closely to see the best sustainable practices. We are able to continue with the greener communities, greener parks, through now having the seed balls. We are able to plant them in the arid, semi-arid areas, because you know these are places that do not really have that containing weather or climatic condition for survival of seedlings and stuff. But seed balls can do better. So through research, through partnerships, we are able to establish a lot. And also now we are so concerned. You're visiting Masai Mara, you're visiting Kajiado, you're visiting Samburu. There's a community behind it. How are we able to empower and change these communities? We know there are challenges they are facing, hardships. And we've partnered with a school in Samburu, Loribai. We're also getting to another partnership with other schools in Narok and Kajiado to see how we can help and also achieve all this together. And it's more of building synergies. So we are coming together with all these 3 pillars and see what we can do as one.
Most national parks in the country being changing ownership from national government to the county government, which has really been affecting the business, and the issue of unfair competition from the competitors, the tourism travel company, where they're doing low pricing of destinations and all that, which is affecting the normal rate of the business. Maybe we could just talk to it as a business person as we wind up.
The issue of parks reserves is a very growing concern, and it's of much concern that even we've raised it with the new cabinet minister in charge of tourism, Ms. Rebecca Miano. And we are trying to comment, we need to ask ourselves, what is it that really is not right, the way Kenya Wildlife Service has been managing our parks and reserves as more of a protected area for the existence of the animal welfare. So it's a growing concern because we are seeing how the management have been done. It is easy for me as somebody who's been in the industry for long when the management is done with the Kenya Wildlife Service, because they have got experts in how, and also there is that regulation in terms of what is supposed to be done. That is so much on sustainability. And when you look at places where we have a lot of human wildlife conflict, you will realize these are the places also having issues to do with management. So to me, there is something somewhere that is really missing, and that disconnect is something we need to work on. And we as operators, even through our associations, we are so much pushing. Right now, I know the Masai Mara has been under the county government of Narok, and so we are seeing Kajiado, Amboseli going the same direction. Already for Masai Mara, we've had issues where even park entrance fees were increased even thrice. And this is even discouraging a local traveler. They are trying to bar even domestic tourists, forgetting when it comes to pandemics, such as COVID. That is the only market we have for continuity of our businesses and also for them in terms of revenue generation. So it comes for an all-inclusive conversation for people to agree on what is the best playing ground for every person. Because when all these parks go to our community, yes, community should benefit, and they have been actually benefiting. There are even some other crazy mandatory charges that have been introduced in Masai Mara, when it, that is community fee and stuff. We've been doing all our CSRs. The hotels have been doing their CSRs, and hotels actually have a policy or guided by the government. They usually, that is the labor laws, to employ people from the community, also for peace and harmony, and to also empower the community around. And this has been happening, but now when it becomes now, it's not been done in a good way. Even we are having issues with accountability of even revenues that are being collected right now in Masai Mara. It's really a concerning conversation, and we just hope and pray that there is a way all this can be done. Even Nairobi today is coming. They need the Nairobi National Park. All these entities need to come together and agree. There is Nairobi National Park. Let it be still under, let it be a national park, protected, and let it be managed by KWS. Is there anything wrong that Kenya Wildlife Service has done? And if Nairobi as a county, because also politics now comes in, if Nairobi as a county wants to benefit from something in terms of revenue, let them come and agree on a percentage, on a share percentage that can go to the county. I think that is the conversation we should be having.
Actually talk about the competing prices from other tours and travel companies.
Yeah. It's concerning, and to me, I usually talk to the traveler. I usually more of advise a traveler. When the deal is too good, think twice, because we've seen a lot of fraudsters. We've seen a lot of, because if you see companies that are having more of a compliant, and they would have very competitive rates, and it's not far from each other. You will be like, this is really legit. The issue about low cost tours or low pricing, it's a concern to a company, and actually as a company we do not encourage budget or safaris or low cost travel because of one reason. It doesn't mean that it's a budget, but there is a standard that we do, because we are so interested in you having the experience more than ever, but we are not interested in your issues. Oh, I went to Mara, the itinerary was rushed, it was really short, we didn't even do game drive. Complaints after complaints, it's not really building. And it's concern when an international tourist come and faces the same. It's not about the company, neither is it about the tour operator, but it's the face of Kenya as a travel destination. The world will see it as, these are conmen, these are people that do not know what they're doing. So my advice every time to a traveler, we encourage every person to travel, regardless of a budget, but ensure whatever you are having is up to standard. You get the experience that you're going to have for as longest as you wish. and you'll be talking and sharing
that's
with
a
your
powerful
family.
ending
Thank
to this
you.
conversation. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Mr.
much.
Musa,
Appreciate
for
it.
coming.
96.9 FM, Pearl Radio.